Okay, hello everyone. So this is Susie McLean Pont, day 2 of my video blog. Thank you very much for all the feedback I received yesterday's blog, especially about my not looking directly into the camera. I'm so sorry I didn't look into the camera. There's this screen to the right here of my camera, and it's very easy for me to start looking at the screen instead of directly into the camera. So today's blog. What did I do today? Today I bought a pizza oven. And why would I be telling you about the buying of the pizza oven? Well, of course, it's been a lot of fun. It was actually my birthday present. A lot of people asked me, I threw a very big party for my birthday, and a lot of people asked me, what would you really love to get from me? And the first thing that came to my mind in answering that question was actually what I would really want is to have all my friends come over for my Sunday night dinners. On Sunday night, we always eat outside in the backyard with my family. We light up the fireplace no matter how cold it is. As long as it's not raining, we light up the fire and we have an outside dinner around the fire. And one of my big dreams has been to actually be able to cook in the fire or near the fire. So the best thing I could think of to have for my birthday is an outdoor pizza oven, where you could also cook other things and bread and oven meals and lasagna or whatever. So that was what I really, really wanted. And this morning, I went over to a shop where well, it's not really a shop, but to a person who imports these ovens from Portugal, and I ordered one. So within a week or maybe, 2 weeks max, I will be having that oven, and I will be able to ask all of my friends over for our outside dinners. Now, why would I be telling you about that? And what's so special about buying an oven? Well, it wasn't really easy to have this process in a way that I actually enjoy it. And why is that? Why would you not enjoy buying a pizza oven? And that all has to do with money and love and friendship and freedom. And that's exactly what this blog is about. Let's see how I can tell this really easy. The main thing is, for me, money represents freedom and joy. So when I have money, I have the possibility of doing things that give me pleasure and joy and make me feel totally abundant and free. So when I have money, I start spending. I go out, I enjoy myself, I do lovely things, I buy beautiful things that make me warm and feel nice. And it's a very nice feeling to be able to do that. It really fulfills me. My husband, on the other side, his money blueprint is a little bit different. He's a saver, which means that for him, money resembles security. So what happens when he has money is that he feels really good and really fulfilled when it's in the bank. So what happens easily in our relationship is, and for the first years of our relationship, this wasn't even a topic we could discuss. We could not discuss even groceries because of this. Because every time I spend money, he feels that I am throwing away his sense of security. And every time I spend something, he feels, every time he asks me not to spend, I feel that I have to compromise on my pleasure and my joy and my freedom. So this is really sensitive area. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I see a lot of this going on. The way we live now, we're actually really able to help each other and to discuss this and to talk about it. Because if you're trying to manage your security and pleasure and freedom by making fusses over money, that's not, of course, a very stable way to maintain your own feelings. Of course, Yoko is not responsible for my feeling of joy and freedom. And I am not responsible for his feeling of security. On the other side, we do have a household to manage between the two of us. So the more you find ways of talking about these sensitive issues, the better it gets. Now back to the pizza oven. So the minute I find something that really lights me up, like thinking about all my friends in the backyard and everybody having a ton of fun and being here and just enjoying the moment, enjoying the evening, taking hours to get the oven real hot. That even the thought of it lights me up. And then the minute I start to think about buying it, Jaakko enters my mind, and I get aware of his security or insecurity feeling. So the minute I think of actually buying it, something shifts inside me like, oh yeah, but he'll get so mad at me. So what happens is that I compromise my own pleasure and my own joy even before he could. Now, how do you cope with this? Because if this is the way I lead my life within this marriage, I'm not going to really feel good. And I'm not taking my whole self into the relationship. So I really have to do what's good for me without trying to take care of Jaakko. On the other hand, I also have to bring the whole self inside the relationship without harming him, without stepping over all of his boundaries and ignoring him. So how did I buy my pizza oven, given this thing that we have on the side? So what happens at this moment, and we're now in a place in our relationship that we are able to have these talks, and we are able to really understand each other's blueprints and really understand what's going on in the other person. And then still, I have to decide for myself. So what I did is I asked all my friends to not give me a present, but donate for the pizza oven. So that was step number one. It's not only my oven. It's actually a part of the oven is all of my friends. So that makes it feel really abundant for me. And another thing that I do whenever I buy anything, groceries I might not do this, but all the other things I really do this, is I think of what I want, and then I think of why I want it. And this is something a lot of people do, right? If I want another pair of shoes, I think, why would I want it? And I can think of the perfect dress or an occasion that I really would love to wear those shoes. And I can really feel very happy about thinking about walking in them. And then the third thing I do, since I met Jaakko, is I think, why do I not want them? Why should I not want them? What's keeping me from having these shoes? And then I have to be really honest about what comes up. Really, really, really honest. So the first thing that might come up, according to shoes, is I don't really need another pair of shoes. Anybody who's been into my house knows that I have plenty of shoes. Another reason might be like I have plenty of shoes to go with that specific dress. Another reason could very well be I will only wear them this occasion, and that probably after that they'll just end up in my closet. But a very good thing why not could also be because it would make Jaakko feel bad. So when it comes to shoes, it's easy to add up a list that would make me feel bad, because I wouldn't really be happy over a pair of shoes that would end up in my closet and only be worn on one occasion. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't be happy over a pair of shoes that I might have money for in the bank, but I'd end up not being able to buy groceries or not being able to buy something for my children that they really need. But back to the pizza oven. I have the money because a lot of friends donated it to me. It'll make me feel really happy. And actually the only reason why I would not buy the pizza oven is because it would make Jaco feel robbed of his insecurity. And if that is the only reason not to buy something like that, then I take the decision to do it, because it's not my job to make sure he feels secure. And even if it is partly my job to help him in feeling secure, because you could say that in a relationship you should be open to each other and see if you can help, of course you could, but not by robbing myself of my own fulfillment. Because the minute I rob myself of my fulfillment and my pleasure, then you get in a tricky area. I've done it for years, the first few years of our relationship, and that means that I will tell him, okay, you can have your security, but then you get responsible for my pleasure and joy. And then you get into a mix that I see so many relationships be in. And that's a really, really terrible situation to be in. So the bottom line is, it's never about money. It just never is, whatever happens. Of course, if I don't have the money, I should never buy a pizza oven. Nobody really, really, really needs a pizza oven, of course not. But if you have the money, if it makes you feel wonderful, if it makes all your Sunday evenings all year through really good, if you know you're going to use it, and you know you're going to use it every Sunday for years on end, if you know how happy it will make your whole family and how many intimate moments, and the only reason not to buy it would be a sense of security feeling that you're not really responsible for, then you have to buy it. So this is how I go about, and I did this completely different a few years ago, and I know how difficult topic this can be for many relationships. So that's why I thought I'll bring it up, and I hope it helps. I'd love to hear about your money blueprints and about what money does for you. What kind of feeling does it arouse inside you to have it or to not have it? So I'd love to hear from you. You can always leave a comment below this video. I will read them and I will answer and I will be there, and I love hearing from you. I loved hearing from you over yesterday's videos. Please keep on commenting feedback on the light or the sound or whatever. It's Saturday, so I'm not wearing makeup. Please, no comments on that. That's not a weekend thing for me. But I would really, really love to hear things that could improve this video blog. Thank you very much. I wish you all a lovely Saturday evening, and I'll come back tomorrow. Bye-bye.